This one mortgage tip changed my life forever and made it much easier for me to achieve mortgage success, which I reflected to my clients to the point I can't even remember the last time I failed to achieve a mortgage offer when applying for a mortgage on behalf of my clients. In this video, I'll share that very tip and stay around until the end for this week's mortgage bonus, where I share secrets that brokers don't want you to know about. Just to give you some context here, when I first started doing mortgages many years ago in 2003, because of the mortgage market back then, believe it or not, literally anyone who walked through the door with a pulse could pass the credit score for a mortgage. Some mortgage lenders, if you were putting a 10% deposit down, wouldn't even ask for your income. Times have changed now, and that irresponsible mortgage lending back then caused the recession in 2008, and the result of that meant mortgage lenders made a complete U-turn on how they assess mortgages. If you go and see a mortgage broker, most likely their main thought will be to obtain your mortgage business so they can submit the mortgage application and hopefully get you a mortgage offer, almost irrelevant of your situation as long as you've got a chance. In theory, mortgage lenders will allow you to apply with just 3 months employment history. Some may even only require 1 month's payslip. But after doing mortgages for many years, I started to see the pattern emerge, and it was clear to me to see the difference between successful mortgages and unsuccessful mortgages. First of all, the clients that used to come to me who had found a property they like or put in an offer and now wanted the mortgage but didn't have a clue how much they could borrow were always the hardest clients to manage and the least successful with their mortgage application after assessing their needs. This is because they started looking for properties first before understanding their mortgage options. They had an offer agreed, and some estate agents will even agree offers without the need to see an agreement in principle certificate. And then when they look into the mortgage, they realise they can't borrow the amount, or they've got bad credit they didn't know about and were under pressure because they've had an offer agreed. So they were calling you up every 5 minutes in a panic. I no longer take on this type of client. Other patterns I noticed that very often resulted in unsuccessful mortgage applications is where clients, where they were literally, made a change to their employment just so they could get a mortgage. There are people out there who think you can open a limited company, pay yourself for 3 months and get a mortgage. Some people were changing from self-employed to employed just to get some pay slips. There's many other corner cutting techniques I could go through, but I think you get the gist of it. Cutting corners for mortgages will decrease the chance of mortgage success. It's as simple as that. It's all in the preparation. The patterns that started to emerge in the successful mortgage applications, which is the template I educate to my first-time buyer clients in my videos, and only take them on when they're ready, include low debts, no recent adverse credit, easy on the eye bank statements, but the element which carries the biggest amount of weight and can be the difference between a successful mortgage and an unsuccessful mortgage is continuous employment history. If you've got under 6 months continuous employment history, then your chances of mortgage success will decrease significantly. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Let's say you've been self-employed for the last 10 years and you start a brand new employed position in a different trade and you've been there for 1 month. In this instance, I would say don't apply for a mortgage until you've been in that new position for 12 months. Then the majority of mortgage lenders will welcome you on board. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a mortgage in that position, because in theory, some mortgage lenders will take you on with 1 month's payslip. But if you've got no expertise on who the mortgage lenders are, because there might only be 1 or 2, and you're not going to use a mortgage broker who will know that lender, then your chances will decrease hugely, because you might just go to your own bank, for example. If your CV looks a bit jumpy, you jump from one job to the next in different industries, then you are a high risk to the mortgage lender. They're looking for stability in your employment, because people with stability in their employment are the ones who pay their mortgage. Now, if you can combine continuous employment history for at least 12 months and not have many debts, this is a very good recipe for mortgage success. If you want to be clued up, you'll know exactly what your credit score looks like on Experian, Equifax and TransUnion. You will know approximately how much you can borrow, what mortgage lenders are applicable to you, and what the monthly payments look like. Your last bank statement will be an easy to read bank statement over the last 3 months, and you'll be able to prove your deposit with clarity. Lastly, you'll work towards the mortgage blueprint I've highlighted in this video before you apply. If you can go into your mortgage journey with that clarity, your chances of mortgage success will skyrocket. Bonus tip here. If you're in a position where you've got good continuous employment history, but you've just started, and maybe it's even in a new industry, my go-to mortgage lender is Accord Mortgages, even if you are in probation. And even if you haven't started the new job, but it's within the next 3 months. In my opinion, they are the best mortgage lender for this position. You will need a mortgage broker though, because they don't accept direct applications. Mortgage warning. As a mortgage is secured against your home, it could be repossessed if you do not keep up the mortgage repayments. Right, that's it for today, and I hope you achieve mortgage success soon. If you'd like us to help you do this and pick up those keys at the end of the process, just get in touch.